Hi students, in this video we'll briefly discuss about the HDFS components. In the previous video we have learned about the two main components of HDFS, name node and the data node, and we have learned this name node has metadata. What do you mean by metadata? The information needed to store and retrieve the data from the data node. Only the metadata is available in the name node and the actual data is available in the data node. And one more component is there, is known as secondary name node. The other name for the secondary name node is checkpoint node or backup node. Checkpoint node or backup node. The use of this checkpoint node or secondary name node is to monitor the name node. How it monitors the name node? Periodically it issues checkpoint. What do you mean by issuing checkpoint? Periodically it downloads two files from the name node. So this name node along with the metadata, it has two more disk files. This first disk file contains the file system structure, image of the file system structure when the name node starts. When the name node will start, when there is a read or write operation by the client, this name node starts. So when the name node starts, the file system image structure will be captured and it will be stored in the first disk file. This first disk file, it will start with the keyword fs image, file system image. And the second disk file will contain the edit information. What do you mean by this edit information? If there is any updation or modification done to the file system, HDFS, Hadoop Distributor File System, it will be available in your second disk file. It will be available in your second disk file. So, this secondary name node or the checkpoint node, periodically it issues the checkpoint. When the checkpoint is issued, both the disk files are downloaded from the name node and the second file will be merged with the first file. What is the second file? The edit information will be merged with the original file system structure. That is, this edit information will be updated in the original file system structure so that the updation will be reflected in your file system. So this is the use of this secondary name node. Suppose if your name node fails, the secondary name node will not take place the name node. It won't be upgraded into the name node. No, it just the purpose of this secondary name node is to monitor the name node, right? And you know, when a client wants to perform a read or write operation, first it has to approach the name node. It has to approach the name node, right? So it has to approach the name node. Name node will give the metadata. After receiving the metadata, the client will go to the corresponding data node, performs the read or write operation. When the client is interacting with the data node, right, this name node will monitor it. Why it has to monitor? Because this data node should not fail. Otherwise, if there is any failure in a data node, the client cannot receive the data, right? So the name node has to give the client the other metadata. It has to give the client where the same data is available, in which node the same data is available. It has to give the client those information. So when the client is interacting with the data node, name node monitors the read or write process. How it monitors the read or write process? In the sense, this data node has to send heartbeat signal to the name node. What do you mean by heartbeat? Periodically it has to send information. This information is known as heartbeat, indicating the data node is active or the data node is alive. This information sent by the data node to the name node is known as heartbeat. Heartbeat indicates the data node is alive or active, right? So this is all about your HDFS component. We have learned about data node, we have learned about name node, secondary node, and you can see in a cluster there will be many data nodes. There will be many data nodes and you can see only one name node will be there. Data nodes will be many, but name node will be only one. Next, as we have seen in the previous video, one of the main feature of my HDFS is maintaining multiple data. Why it has to maintain multiple data? Because if data node fails, the data should not be lost. The data should not be lost. Client should be able to get the data from other data nodes. Client should be able to get the data from other data nodes. So, HDFS should maintain multiple copies. And coming to this block replication, you have to count the number of nodes in a cluster. If the number of nodes in a cluster is 8 or more than 8, replication factor should be 3. That is, the same data should be available in 3 data nodes. If it is less than 8, the replication factor is 2. The data should be available in 2 data nodes. Now you can see a data file is there, and this data file is split into blocks, and the block size is 64 MB. And here you can see the number of nodes is 8. So the replication factor should be 3. That is, each block should be available in 3 data nodes. So you can check the first block. First block is available in the first node, 4th node and the 7th node. It is available in 3 data nodes since the replication factor is 3. For second split also, second block also, it will be available in 3 data nodes, this 5, 6 and 8. Then the third data block is available in the first 3, and the 4th data block, it is available in 2nd, 7th and 8th. Similarly, 5th is available in 3rd, 6th and 3rd, 4 and 6. Right, so this is all about your block replication. And next is safe mode. This safe mode is like when the name node starts, when the name node begins, it will enter into a safe mode. In safe mode, I cannot perform any replication or deletion. Right, replication or deletion I cannot perform. And why this replication and deletion is not possible, but only read is possible. But at the same time, this name node will receive heartbeat and block report from the data node. You know what is heartbeat? Heartbeat signal will be sent by the data node to the name node, indicating that the data node is alive. And block report also will be sent by the data node to the name node. Block report will contain the blocks available in the data node. Block report contains the list of data blocks at a data node. And you know, each block has a minimum number of replicas. Replicas is copies. Each block will contain either 2 or 3 copies. And the purpose of this safe mode is, why this name node is entering into the safe mode is to check whether the minimum replicas, minimum number of data blocks are replicated properly and safely in other nodes. Right. So to check whether replication is done properly or not, to check this purpose, this name node will enter into safe mode and it will check it. If it finds replication is done properly, it will exit the safe mode and start doing the other work. Right? If not, first it will complete this replication process, then it will exit the safe mode and it will continue with the other process. Right? So this is all about your safe mode. Safe mode is name node. When it starts, it will enter into the safe node, check the replication is done properly or not, then it will exit the safe mode and performs the other operation.